What's going on, family? We are getting into some more requests today, and today we're getting into one from our good friend Perma. Gotta check it out. Peyton, Parrish today. I think this is a first listen. I don't think it's my first time with any kind of Viking metalcore before, but it is, I think, my first listen for Peyton, Parrish. The song is called Master of War. I'm not gonna waste any time. Let's jump into it. Check it out. Appreciate Perma again for the request.
Feeling myself trapped again. Will I break away again? I'll persevere and break the spell. I'm a mighty warrior within. Wake up, are you feeling alive? Adrenaline is flowing through the depths of my mind. Rise up, the battle's about to begin. Exterminate, eliminate the monster within. Stuck in my dark.
Okay, honestly, I'm gonna say out the rip, when I first saw Viking metalcore, the first thing I thought of was not for me, right? Because we've been down this path before on the channel where, not that it's against anything to do with Vikings, it has nothing to do with that. I'm not the guy who tends to like, I don't know how to perfectly describe it, but I'm not the dude that likes, one, I don't like war songs like that, or battle songs like that kind of shit, like we're preparing for battle type thing, because if you've ever prepared for battle, you never listened to a song like that before you went to it, so it's very lost in translation. Personally, most bands, but I have to say that the riff off the bat with this one, I thought was really fire, and I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. I was like, it's not what I thought we were gonna go when I heard Viking metalcore. And then, quite honestly, it is not as campy. That was probably the other thing too. Is I feel like a lot of times, like when you start saying stuff like that, like, oh, we are Viking metalcore, and the song is called Master of War, it's gonna be like super campy. You know what I mean? Where it's almost like you can almost predict the lyrics type of thing because you've heard that song before. Then that's why I try to stay away from a lot of stuff like that, like when I would see it. So I'm really glad that we got this request out the way, because honestly, this song is fire. Like I said, at 119 through it, one chorus, one verse, I'd throw this in my playlist for sure. This is actually pretty fucking good. I am pleasantly surprised. That Viking metalcore thing completely threw me off. If you wouldn't have thrown that in there, I wouldn't even like thought to like really associate the two necessarily, at least not from what we've heard so far. Even though there's a lot of imagery with like the castles and all that kind of stuff, like they're definitely tying it all together. I'm not an idiot over here. I see all this, right? You know what I mean? But if they didn't say it off the rip, I wouldn't have like associated the two like that. So, like I said, either way, the overall the song is fucking good.
The Viking warrior is coming on out like a fear.
He got a voice like that I don't typically like either. You know what I mean? Like instantaneously, there's a couple of guys that jumped out in my mind where I'm like, he sounds kind of like them, and they're not my favorite singers. But again, I'm only pointing all this stuff out to show like how great this particular one is. Is like I wouldn't bring it up to say, and it falls in that category. You know what I mean? It's more or less like, this is how I normally feel, but they're doing everything right. So it's giving me all the opposite effects of like what I would typically feel listening to any of this.
Warrior is coming on out like a fury in the wind, about to smoke you, no doubt. In my heart, in my soul, I'm gonna crash out this game. I'm gonna hack and slash away till you spoken my name. Stuck in my dark. Suffocating. Empty my heart.
love the lead singer of this band, man. Just the way that he's just singing and all of that, I'm so fucking sold. That's what I'm saying. If anything I have said in this video has come across as hate, I definitely didn't say it right, and I apologize, because it is all trying to be praised right now, because I do like it that fucking much. So if I've said anything that's came across and sounded like hate, I have not tried to. If anything, like I said, this is going in the playlist, and I'm gonna follow this for sure.
I shall not be defeated. You are my enemy, and I will seek my revenge. Challenge me, I name Morocco. Master of
That's hard. The way they like slowed that down so much for that breakdown was sick, first of all, because it's not about just slowing it down and patinging, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta have a little bit of spice in there, or else it's just kind of bland, right? So the breakdown was hard, and the way that they speed it back up to come out of that shit, super fire.
killing these fans with vengeance. I'm the master of war. Keeping the score, I'm about to put you in the dirt. All the thoughts inside my head telling me that I should be down, but I'm coming alive as if it is I, the ultimate master of war. Put up in a battle, going with night. Put up, master of war. Put up in a battle, going with night. Put up, master of war. Bring me to life, stuck in my dark, suffocating into my heart. Bring me to life, I just can't feel anything anymore. I just feel trapped in my stuck in my dark, into my Have you had enough? Then challenge me! Master of war!
Hard. I gotta go all the way to the end. I don't know if there's something might pop up or something, and mom might deduct points. We got 5, 4, 3, 2. I think we are okay. We are. We're gonna give that an instant subscribe, an instant thumbs up. I don't care if it was 2 years ago. We're still gonna boost it. You know, they say that they are. I would imagine they're probably Nordic. Just a guess? Maybe? Oh, I clicked on MetalCore. I know what that is. Live concerts in Texas. Maybe not. Maybe they're not Nordic. Who knows? They're pretty fucking fire, though. They are pretty fucking fire. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, initially, just the thought of the sound of what this says in the title, Master of War, Viking, MetalCore, automatically off of that read, I'm over here thinking that is not anything I'm probably gonna like really like that. But I gotta add this to my playlist. I gotta make sure I do that too, because I don't want to forget. Because this shit was a banger. That chorus is electric, yo. Like I said, he's got a really, really great voice. Again, I'm gonna say I'm one of those people that there's a ton of great vocalists out there that you know, if you thought about them too, I'm thinking about the same person probably, and those people. And honestly, like I said, they're not typically my favorite singers. Not to say that they're not good singers. They just their brain, their voice doesn't hit my brain the same way that it hits everybody else's. And it's not that it's bad. It's just not normally for me. But this is one of those ones where I don't know if I can really get sick of this one like that. So this is a good one. Again, I'm just saying the same things over and over again right now because I feel like I'm that surprised. And not the fact that it's good, but I'm just that overwhelmingly surprised because I did not I had such a hard opinion going into it, not even knowing what I was getting myself into. So this is why you can't judge too quickly. Sometimes you can't tell it's a banger in the first 5 seconds, even though in the first 5 seconds that riff was going off pretty hard. And it only got better as it kept going. So yeah, I dug the fuck out of this one. So excellent request, my friend. Definitely want to appreciate Perma for the request. Be kind to a stranger. Tell somebody that you love them. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room for you.